Hi guys, today we're looking at series. So let's straight get to it. So when we're looking at series, suppose we have these terms here of a series: term 1, term 2, term 3, term 4, and term 5 up to term n. Okay, so when we're looking at series, so we're looking mostly at the summation. So when we're looking at summation, we're saying summing the n terms. This will be like t1 plus t2 plus t3 plus t4 plus t5 plus tn. So this is a summation of our terms. For example, suppose we have a series of 1 2 1 4 9 16 25 then 25 36 49. So let's say we want to find the summation of the first 4 terms. So we want to find S4. S4 will be 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16, and if you're looking at this should be 30. So this is a summation of the first 4 terms. Okay, so let's quickly get to the interesting part of it, of which is a sigma notation. So let's look at our sigma notation. So when we're looking at our sigma notation, let's look at this example here. When we're still on our sigma, let's look at this example here. So this is a summation sign of which when we're starting our n is equal to 1 to 5, let's say, and then we're looking at the general formula to n. So let's say we want to expand this or to evaluate this. So what we'll have is 2 to power 2 into 1 plus 2 into 2 plus 2 into 3 plus 2 into 4 2 into 5. So you see, this is our general formula, and then we're finding the summation. So we're summing it from n is equal to 1 to n is equal to 5. So that's why this is happening. So we substitute 1, we sum it, so we're adding 1, we're adding 2 3 4 5. So that's what will happen. So you can look at summing this. This can be 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus, so this is plus 6 plus 8 and plus 10. So if you're looking at summing this, this must give us 30. So the answer will be 30. If you put this on the calculator, you'll be getting your 30. So this is how we work on the sigma notation. So this is our sigma notation. We're looking at this one if we're looking at sigma notation. Okay, let's look at our next example. We can have something like this. N is equal to 1 to 6, and then we have 2 to the power n, and we can expand it because we're starting from 1. So we have 2 to the power 1 plus 2 to the power 2 plus 2 to the power 3 plus 2 to the power 4 plus 2 to the power 5 plus 2 to the power 6. You can put this on the calculator and see what you get. Let's try to do it quickly. So we have 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus 2 to the power 5 okay, plus 2 to the power 5. We have plus 2 to the power 6. So we should get 2. This is it shows that we have the answer is 125. oh sorry, 126. Okay, so let's say we're looking at another example, and you should be careful because sometimes you can get an example like this. So they're saying our n start from 3 to 7, and then our general term is 2an. So this is nothing but 2a to the power 1. Sorry, this is 3. So that's why you can make a mistake, because whenever you start, you're looking at n is equal to 3, so you start with 3, and then you have 2 to the power 4, you have plus 2a to the power 5 plus 2a not into 6, and then you have plus 2a into 7. Then you can put this one on the calculator as well. So what you're getting is 6a plus 8a plus 10a plus 12a plus 14a. Then you can add the a's. So you see, if you're adding this gives us 22, and this gives us 30. This gives us 22, this gives us 30, and then we're getting 50, we can say. So 50 would be our answer. So we have done expanding the series, right? Okay. Let's try to look at something interesting as well. Let's look now at the series that has more terms. Suppose we're looking at this one here. This series has more terms, so our m start from 2 to 50. Our m start from 2 to 50, but we have 5 minus 2 m. So we need to expand this. You see what will happen? It means you have to sum about 48 terms. 48 terms are in this, because we're starting from 49, you can say, because we're starting from 2. So we have about 49 terms because we're starting from 2 to 50. So you can't write it out, or you can't substitute from 1 up to 4 up to 50, or from 2 up to 50. You can't do that. But what can you do now? Maybe you need to introduce the formula. So what we can do, let's try to find the first 3 terms. So what we're doing here, we're doing the substitution. So we have 5 minus 2 into 2, because we're starting with 2. M is equal to 2, the first term. So let's look at the second term. Our second term will be 5 minus 2 into 3, and our third one will be 5 minus 2 into 4. So this is 4. So that is our third one. So this means we have 1, because this will be 2 times 2 is minus 4. So we have 1, and the next one will be minus 1, and the next one, this should be minus 3, and then you can look at it until you find the term or 15. Okay, so we have these 3 terms here. Let's look at these 2 terms. Let's try to find what is the difference between them, between the first, the second, and the third term. So how do we do that? We're saying minus 1 is equal to minus 2, minus 3 minus into minus 1, that gives us minus 2. So we know what is the difference. When you say minus 1 minus 1, that is minus 2. When you say minus 3 minus into minus 1, that is minus 2. So that is our difference. So what are we finding here? We're finding that d is equal to minus 2, and we're finding that a is equal to 1. So what are we looking at? We're looking at a as a first term, and we're looking at d as a difference. So let's come and try to work on it. So this is our general formula. So as m, the summation of m is the same as m all over 2 in the bracket 2a plus into m minus 1 d. So this is our general formula to find the summation, or to sum a series. But now we want to find the summation of 50. So what we want to find S50, sum of 50. So we have 50, we have 2, so we can say we have 2, and our first term is 1, we already know that, plus we have 50 minus 1 times minus 2, that is our difference. So from here, what can we expect? So you see, already we know that we have 25 here. Then when you're looking at this is obviously 2, and then you have 49 here, because it's 50 minus 1 it's 49. So easily you can say 49 times minus 2, that is minus 98. That is minus 98. So what we have here is minus 98. Okay, so it's minus 98. We can just put this one on the calculator. So you see, you will have 2 minus 98, so that will be minus 97. So if you come here, this gives us 25 into minus 97, then this is equal to times 25. The answer that we're getting here is minus 2425. So it's 2425. So that would be our sum. So you see, it's easy to do it like this than to try to put 2 here until you put 50. It will be too much work. So you need to familiarize yourself with the general formula, which can help you to easily find the summation of the series that has more sequence or that has more terms. Okay, so let's try to look at our next example, maybe of the same thing. Okay, so let's try to look at this example here, where we have let's try to look at our example. So we're looking at the summation of k is equal to 1. K is equal to 1 to 46, and we have 3k plus 1. That's our formula. So we're looking at expanding this one, right? Let's try to find the first 2 terms. Okay, so what will happen? Our first term, we have 3 is to 1 plus 1, and we have 3 is to 2 plus 1, and then we have 3 is to 3 plus 1, etc. So it means our first term is 4, our second term is 7, our third term is 10, etc. Obviously you can see 7 minus 4 is 3, and 10 minus 7 is 3. So 3 is our D, and then A is equal to 4, our first term. And what we can do now, let's look at summation of k as k, or let's just say as 46, because we're looking at 46. So what we can do, so we're saying 46 all over 2, that is our general formula. Let me try to write it easy, not so fast. Let's try to say we have I was supposed to erase that one as well. That's for you guys to follow. So let's say we're looking at sk, so this would be nothing but k over 2 into 2a plus into k minus 1 d. So what we can do here, our k is 46 over 2 into 2, our a is 4 plus our k is 46 minus 1, and our d is 3. Okay, so what we can do, we can carry on from here. We can say, so we have 46 divided by 2, 46 divided by 2, so we have 23. we have equal to 23. Let's look what is inside. It's 2 times 4 is 8, so we have 8, and then we have 45 here, so just 45 times 3 is 135, so we have plus 135. Okay, so what we have here is 23 into, so 135 plus 8 is 143, so is 143, so we have 143 times 23, so that would be our summation. That comes to 3289. So that would be our summation. So that is how we can approach this series and the sigma notation. This is how we apply it. Thank you so much for watching.